the 5th millennium, where killing had become a way of life. The conflict had raged so long, I guess I'd forgotten how it started. All I knew was this. On one side, the League of Free Worlds. On the other, the Colonial Navy. The result? Total war. Back then, we were told that the final battle was beginning. The defining moment of the struggle to be free. It wasn't the truth. It wasn't a lie either. It was just plain wrong. And I should know. Me? The name is Valdemar, and my story begins here in the Magenta system. A system built from darkness, governed by high ambition and low morals. A dangerous mix. Back then, I'd been down too long. Down on my luck. Down beneath the surface of this damn moon, cutting dynamite from unforgiving seams. Down so deep it felt like hell. Which explains why, when work was over, I prayed my dreams would be good dreams. That night, my prayer went unanswered. The dream began with a crazy man's idea of a guided tour of the system. First up, the Magenta Star. And then, above the homeworld, you see her? The mother of all starships, preparing for her maiden voyage? And check this out. Pirates can be bad for your health. See what I mean? Coming up, our final destination. Right back where we started. Someone, something maybe, was coming for me. Whatever had happened here, nothing had survived. And I mean nothing.
Valdemar.
God almighty.
You flatter me, Valdemar.
Who are you?
That would be telling. Take a long, hard look around you at things to come. The final battle between the Navy and the League is imminent, but it will not decide the fate of the human race. Just like you, my friend, the Red Sun is not what she seems. Awake and live, Valdemar. Or sleep forever.
From that moment on, every breath would feel like it could be my last. I was awake. Wide awake. I quit my job. It was time to go to work.
Hey guys, and welcome to Colony Wars Red Sun. Now, when I first started my channel, I actually did Colony Wars was one of my first LPs, I believe, back when I was still using Fraps and possibly crap mic and all the other kind of stuff. It's actually a game that I really wouldn't mind to revisit at some point. Same with G-Police. Now, a little bit later on, we did Colony Wars Vengeance, which is another one of my all-time favourite games. Damn it, they just don't make space shooters like this anymore, and I don't want to hear about Elite Dangerous. I've got it, played it, hate it. But we always had one left. We had Colony Wars Red Sun. Now, Red Sun is quite different in its style to the previous two. The previous two we played as part of the Navy. In this game, as you saw in the intro, we actually play as... Oh, something's happening. Something's happening. We actually play as kind of like a freelance mercenary type chap. And there's some really weird stuff going on. Now, full disclaimer, I never completed this game as a kid. This game kind of came out, from what I can remember, right at the end of the PlayStation 1's life. I believe at this point I had just about converted to a PC gamer, and I'd almost got my Dreamcast. I believe I got my Dreamcast in 2000. Yeah. So I was probably playing Dreamcast and PC at this point. However, I did rent this game, and I really enjoyed it. I remember it being really bloody hard, though. Now, unlike the other games, instead of just being fed mission after mission after mission in kind of a linear way, even though you could influence what happens in them depending on, the outcome of each battle, this one, you have to earn money and buy upgrades and new ships and things, and to that end it's really interesting. I'm not going to say too much about this game because in truth I really don't know too much about this game. I've forgotten so much of it. And interrupted by cats, because of course we were. Anyway, let's log on. I did actually try the training missions. Yeah, calling them training missions is a bit of a joke. Basically, all you get is follow a load of rings and shoot some targets. Really nothing too interesting. So anyway, let's log on. Sadly, no. Welcome to the Free Worlds information system. Sadly. Like the first game had. However, we do have this. We can upgrade parts, upgrade ship, or mission select. You'll notice that we have credits, of which we have 0, sadly. But I'm sure that will change. So anyway, let's have a little look at our ship. We've got this Magatech C8. That's not even a C8, that's a CR8. Yeah, it's kind of really blurry and fuzzy on my TV. Snapdragon. Can we get any information on the ship? There we go. Snapdragon, Scout Fighter, Emperor Naval Security Surplus. Cheap, but better than nothing. Yeah, they're not kidding. Not kidding. Sadly, we can't upgrade. We can't even look at any other ships at this point, sadly. Right, upgrade parts. It's all coming back to me now. Yes, we can equip each ship with X amount of parts, because we have 4 hard points. Now I believe, even though it says stun missile and flare, I think you can sell those and you can put other things on them, but we can't do any of that just yet. Now I don't think, how do we get out of this? Decline. I don't think that anything is actually read out in this. There's no real voiceovers, sadly, but that's okay. So we have a choice. Mission selection. I told you how much credits we're going to get there. Emperor Naval Security Contact. Assist defense of a surface colony. Interesting. 800 credits plus bounty. Covert insertion. Covert insertion and assault on rebel ground facilities. Sounds interesting. Rebel smugglers. Interdiction of rebel arms smugglers. Okay, let's go for escort. Nice and easy to start the game off, I think. Right, let's go launch. So objectives: protect cargo stompers. 2. Stay with convoy. 3. Expect attack from air and surface. Continue. Pirates are preying on cargo stompers. Convoys on the surface of Perelepus. Defense for these convoys is provided by escort stompers, but increased pirate activity has made it necessary to employ additional protection. Okay. Expect to encounter numerous pirate fighters. Red on radar, plentiful, easily destroyed. They're plentiful. Okay. Damn pirates. There may also be pirate interceptors involved. Well, if it says there may be, of course there will be. More challenging. Ooh, I don't think so. Pirate tanks. Red on radar. Sneaky opponents, beware. Interesting looking tank. The convoy's destination is Empret Depot on Perelepus. A wingman will be employed to provide assistance. Note that this brings the bounty payable for each pirate down to 100 credits. What? That sucker's getting paid as well? Unacceptable. I'd prefer to do this by myself. 8,000 credits will be paid for fighter pilots assisting the successful defense of the convoy. A bonus is also payable for each surviving cargo stomper. Excellent. Let's do this. Alright, well, I think we can handle a couple of pirates. I don't know what kind of background our chap has. Vladimir, I'm going to call him. I know that's not exactly his name, but he is now called Vladimir. Now, I'm actually running this game off a emulator, obviously, because I did plug in my PlayStation, and yes, it didn't look very good. Whereas, actually, on the emulator, this game looks rather spiffy, if I say so myself. Now, patrol time. I actually really like the look of this ship, and the graphics on this game were a massive step up over Colony Wars 1, and especially Colony Wars 2. Colony Wars 2 looked alright, but they were really pushing the limitations of the PlayStation with this game. Anyway, let's get rid of these little drones. Now, sadly... Oh, hell! Jesus Christ! He's unleashing missiles! Pretty sure they didn't have those in the first level. Eh, well, that's not our problem. End of the day, we're here to do a job, and that's what we shall do. Now, I can't really remember if there are any like major faction choices in this game or anything. Like I say, I don't want to say it's a blind LP, but it might as well be. And also, missions on planets. This blew my mind. This was actually the demo level, if I remember correctly, which I thought was really crazy. I think this is one of the last demos I played on my PlayStation before I upgraded. And I was really stunned to see actual, like, atmospheric combat in this game. I was like, oh my god, you actually get to go down into planets and do stuff, and it has a real Star Wars vibe as well, kind of, which I really liked. Come on, buddy. There we go. Stupid idiot. Look at these guys. They have no intention of fighting back. Ooh. A couple of these interceptors I see that may show up. Wow. Looks like the intel was right for once. It's always a bonus. Now we are of course being paid extra cash. Sadly our wingman is also getting paid cash for every mission. Every kill I should say. Which displeases me greatly because he's useless. There we go. And as I've said as well, beautiful game for the PlayStation 1. Now, don't get me wrong, it didn't look like this on the PlayStation 1. Trust me. Me and my friend actually always say whenever you play a game on an emulator or you play a HD remake of a game, it's kind of how you remember it looking, but it's not how the game actually does look. One of the best examples I can think of is actually the original Colony Wars. I remember back in the day I used to think that game looked amazing, and yeah, it kind of did for the time. But a few years ago when I played it again for the first time, just before I did my LP, I think that's when I brought the game again. My god, it was a little bit of an eye-opener.
Under attack, request assistance.
Of course you are. On the way, good sir. Oh, look at these little pirate tanks. Just look like pizzas. Pizzas with wheels. Alright, they definitely don't look very threatening, that's for sure. Now, we do want to try and get as many kills as possible. Ow. Because we need that money. I remember when I rented this game as a kid, one of the biggest things I remember is money was kind of an issue, actually. However, that could have been because I was a kid scrub and I was no good at the game. Absolutely possible. Because later on, a new enemy is introduced into the Colony Wars universe. And you need special weapons and special ammo to defeat them. If I'm remembering this correctly, this game came out 16 years ago, so it's a little bit flaky. But I'm sure you need these special weapons and things, and they obviously cost money. So you have to do as well as you can in the missions and try and get as many bonuses as you can to keep that cash flowing. Oh, buddy, I got you locked up. There we go. Now, the first thing that we want to try and do is start getting some more lasers on our ship. Having one laser sucks. Having two lasers sucks. Having three lasers, which, thinking about it now, I think is the most we can have, is not too bad. It's manageable. Look at that wingman. He's just getting paid for just fucking around. My God. I think I should be getting 50%. Nah, that's 80% of his cash too. Literally wasting our time. I also really like the design of this ship. I think it's quite cool. Well, kind of. I like the back and like most of it. I just don't like the cockpit at the front. Oh, buddy. There we go. These guys aren't even trying. Too hooked up on space rum. Now, if we double tap, we can afterburn, which is really useful. I better not lose any of these cargo stompers, because I want all that money for lasers and other explosives. Alright, if we use missiles as well, because we have the stun missiles, as you can see, selected, I think we have to buy more. You don't just automatically kind of get reloaded at the end of the mission. At least this is, I think that's true. Not 100% sure. Missiles come in packs of 3, I think. I'll tell you what, if I'm actually remembering this correctly, I'm going to be kind of impressed. But you can also sell missiles, I remember that. Overheating. Damn generator. Now, I would say we're not going to be in this ship for too long, but who the bloody hell knows? I don't. Come on, matey. Let's have a good look at ya. If I didn't know any better, I'd think this is a training mission. There we go. Come on, bud. I actually think a lot of PlayStation games...
Keep those fighters off us. Just a little further.
Alright, buddy. I actually think a lot of PlayStation games, when they're emulated, look a lot better than N64 games. But then, as I've said in like other LPs for PlayStation games, to me, the N64 always had weird graphics. They're just extremely blocky, blurry messes. Oh, something's going up. Oh no, we lost the cargo stomper. Haha. That's what we get. That's what we get for talking. So when you actually emulate a PS1 game on this emulator is fantastic as well. It really is. I very rarely get any problems with this. And you can do so much to the game. You can make it look so much better. See, half of me is thinking that maybe, just maybe, we should restart the mission. However, I think we'll be fine. Now, sadly, I was actually playtesting this game last night. I think I did the first 2 or 3 missions, making sure it's all running fine. And I did think to myself that this mission is really boring. And that is because it is. The missions get a lot better after this one. I thought this was kind of interesting. This one just goes on for a fair while. But you can grind a hell of a lot of money from it. Sadly, we've blown a hell of a chunk of that money by letting the Stomper die. Aw, he was so close as well. Never mind. Us mercenaries don't care about those things as long as we get paid. Press X to continue, but I've only got A on my control pad. It'll have to do. Mission completed. Returning to station. Arrival imminent. Have a nice day. Excellent. At least they're jolly nice about it. Well, that could have gone better. Oh, we actually only lost 1,000 credits, which really isn't anything to worry about. Guild information. We're still a beginner. Fair enough. Let's exit debrief and upgrade parts. Yes. Equip hardpoint item. No. Yes. We want to get ourselves another laser. So it's a Magnatech WR3 Storm Petal. Jesus. Your inexpensive armament solution damages shields and hull. Yeah. Oh, we can actually get a shield laser as well, which is interesting. Fahrenheit cutting edge. Collapses shields but does no hull damage. I don't really find shields, well, at least from what I've play tested, don't seem to be too much of a problem in this game. Ah, Magnatech GU2 Quick Wad. Quick Wad. That shouldn't be funny, but it is. Your low-cost shielding solution improves the speed of shield recovery. That's actually fairly handy, to be fair. But I think we'll go with another laser. Accept. Okay, excellent. Let's hit up another mission. Oh, actually, let's save the game. Unlike other Colony Wars games, oh, we've got to name it, have we? No matter. Unlike other Colony Wars games, we can actually save after every mission, whereas before, I think you saved after every act, which kind of made the game very frustrating. Saving data. Yeah, it actually saves fairly snappy as well. Excellent. Let's hit up another mission. I'm probably going to do one more mission, then see how this video's come out. Rebel smugglers. Ah, covert insertion. What was that one? Covert insertion and assault on rebel ground facilities. Sounds interesting. Insult and injury. Now, notice this one. This mission is slightly different. Looks a bit more spiffy. These are the actual story missions. We have to play these to advance the plot. So it's always, at least I always thought it was good to get these kind of side missions out of the way. Just to get the money. Let's go for this. Friends of the Rebellion. The hour has come to strike. Execution of Emperate War Criminal. Well, okay then. Why not? Friends of the Rebellion. Right. Objective. Closely follow electronic warfare pod to avoid detection. Destroy ship identified as carrying Commissar Uyold. Escape through jump gate. Continue. We have learned the whereabouts of a true enemy of the people, Commissar Uyold. He has been found guilty of crimes against the rebellion, and the death sentence must be served. An electronic warfare pod is being sent to determine which of a pair of Emperate Command yachts has Uyold aboard. Alright. One is the injury. The other is the insult. Love it. A brave pilot is needed to follow our ship, disguised as a rebel hauler, and the EW pod through a network of automated defences, SADs, around the target's moorage. Once our technicians have identified the ship with Uyold aboard, you will destroy it. There will certainly be an Emperor fighters in the vicinity, but do not react to them until your prime objective is met. Okay, the insult and injury are heavily defended by turrets and other on their upper and lower hulls. These can be targeted and destroyed, thus rendering the craft defenseless. Yeah, this was new. In the other Colony Wars games, you couldn't do the, was it like subsystems targeting, which is kind of like, you know, common these days, but not so much here. This was the first one that did it, I think. First console one, anyway. Once you have completed the mission parameters, a jump gate will open for you to exit through the jump gate. The jump gate will appear as a flashing green icon on your radar. Okay. That's cool. Reset brief. I don't know if we get bonuses here for destroying extra ships, because you don't always. It doesn't mention a bounty there. Okay. Let's launch. And we also don't get a cool little video of us launching like you did. What was it? Is it the second one? Well, no, in the first one, actually, you got that really cool like launch sequence. And in the second one, you actually saw your ship kind of going through the magnetic catapults, which was really, really freaking cool. And talking of magnetic catapults, holy shit. Eve Valkyrie. Oh, Eve Valkyrie. What a shame that I have literally no interest in Eve. God damn it. I tried with Eve. I really tried with Eve, but it just wasn't my thing. Alright, so we got to follow this sucker in. That's okay. We can be sneaky. And we have 2 lasers now, which is great. Now, for some reason, this thing goes on a real batshit crazy kind of escapade. No direct route here. Now, what I'm actually going to do is let's select flares. Yeah, missiles in this game are devastating. Also, I don't know if I said, but your shield recharges in this game. It definitely didn't in the first game, which is where a lot of the difficulty came from. And I can't remember if in Colony Wars 2 your shield recharged. I cannot remember, to be honest. Ow, that hurts. As you can see, shield restored. Can you stop ramming me, please? You can destroy the command pod, the EW pod, by ramming it too much. And it's really hard to kind of gauge how far you are away from this thing. Halfway there. Excellent. There we go. I can smell that money. Now what I am going to do, I may use save states in this, I don't know. I might do. I probably will. Because as reliable as this emulator is, it has crashed in the past, so yeah, I'm probably going to lay save states down. Do not destroy the electronic warfare pod, or you will appear on enemy radar. Yeah. I think it's F1 to save, I think. Some sage advice there. Now, these SADs will start tracking us in a minute, but to be honest, like, they don't really hit you that often. We've got flares anyway. Oh, we've been tracked. I was going to say we're upside down, but there is no up and down in space. And that music is deafening. Look, can you stop ramming me, you cock? I'm trying to do something here. Now, this is something I thought was really cool. If we go up to these ships, you can actually read injury and insult on both of these ships. I thought that was really cool. That kind of detail, again, wasn't really common back then.
We've got him. He's aboard the insult.
He is. Well, let's go in, boys. Ah, look at this. There we go. Indeed, for freedom. Yes, what that man said. Alright, let's destroy these turrets first. Oh god. Oh god, not good. Stuff is going not good. There we go. There we are. No turrets for you, insult. We might destroy the other one as well. I'm trying to remember if there's any kind of bounty for this mission. I don't think there is, you know. There we go. Just hammer the bloody fire button. This is where you really need rapid fire. Rapid fire would make this so much easier. Now, where's the other ship? This is that other one. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Where are you? Ah, we got these little fighters. You can destroy both of them, but as I say, I really don't know if there's any point. It's locking onto that for some reason, which is kind of... Oh, there it is. Oh, go suck a cock, matey. You have 2 things, and one of those is Jack. We can drop flares, like so. Now, I don't know if we have to replace our flares. I have a feeling flares are on the house, but I might be wrong. Anyway, let's drain this thing down. I'm slowly realizing, actually, just how slow... There, you're fucked, son. How slow your shields recharge. Hey, buddy! Let's engage in some combat. There we go. Go home, small fry. You're not ready.
Die, scum.
Yeah, something like that, buddy. I'll get you. Oh god, we are taking a little bit of a beating here. I'm curious whether we are actually getting paid for all of these kills. If we are, this is good. If we're not getting paid for these kills, we're being ripped off. Who else is around? Do we have any other flying targets? Come on. Ah, look at this. A couple of saps just launched. There we go. Smoke that bastard. Who's next? Ah, hello, my friend. Welcome to die. Excellent. Let's get out of here. Should we? Oh, our shields are actually down. Damn. Let's boost out of here. No point damaging our ship too much. Very curious to see if we get extra cash for destroying everything. Because if we don't... As I say, I'm fairly sure if you get a bonus, it does say that you get a bounty. Thinking about that, that might only be on pirates. Which would kind of make sense. Friends of the Rebellion, congratulations! You have shown yourself to be a true friend of the Rebellion. Thousands will now rejoice that the monster you yold is dead. Accept with gratitude your 12 grand. Yeah, no bonus. Ah. Okay, so let's exit debrief. Now, what we can actually do here, upgrade our ship. And, oh no, not our ship. We can't do anything with that. To be fair, for a newbie ship, it doesn't seem too bad. I'm not really sure what SH shield, I guess. And hull. SP speed, maybe? Not sure. Maybe I should thumb through the manual. Right, let's go to upgrade parts. And what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to flog the missiles, and we're going to get another laser. Now, the stun missiles are okay. They just, like, paralyze the ship for a while. So hard points. There we go. And then, if we have another missile launcher, please. Equip. There we go. Excellent. 3 lasers is pretty good, to be honest. 3 lasers is kind of pushing the limit of this craft, because you'll notice we start overheating a bit now. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. When we come back, we're going to do some more missions. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this game goes, because I never really played it, as I said. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.